Ah, yes, the greatest misconception of all time. I can do whatever I want. I get this life for free and I get to do whatever the fuck I want. Obviously not. And I hope you don't have this in your fucking mind. Because, first of all, half of the time, most people are just enslaved. And the other half of the time, they're just trying to recover. So you don't do what you want. You just cycle after cycle, basically. Get recycled. All right, recover. You do not do things that you need to do. You do things that you want. All right, I want money. I want earn money. I want spend money. So let's dive in. All right, let's make me super duper angry again, and let's dive into another goddamn bullshit. So there's definitely a difference between the need and the want. Alright? We have to start there. Now, the first problem you must understand is that this idea comes from, it's sponsored by, drum rolls please, AI. Alright? You think, you think you're gonna pick up AI and do whatever the fuck you want. And there's no gonna be any consequences whatsoever, right? Yeah. Okay. Technically, AI is just, just to make art very quickly, just to do things quickly, I guess. And it's gonna save the world from misery, which the world should have been miserable to begin with, but I guess okay. I still think like game developers are garbage, so they're just gonna continue making garbage with AI. It's not gonna change that fast. It will change eventually because I think AI actually has more sanity than an average human being. It kind of has to. It kind of has to stay afloat. Just like with chess, if you want to find the best move, you consult the goddamn robot. So in life, if you want to find the best move, you'll still talk to a robot. But if you continue asking for the best move, you will learn absolutely nothing. Alright? In fact, you will lose the game very likely. Alright? Why would you lose the game? Well, we're gonna get to that. I hope. Alright? I always speculate. I always trust my feelings. And we get somewhere. Eventually. Alright? But the first thing to understand is that yes, very much so, learning is a top tier thing you can do. You generate learning by doing a lot of work that doesn't pay you, but you need to do it because you have passion. And you did not just gloss over the fact that you have passion for something. Alright, that's what you really want to do. That is different from what you want to do. Alright? What you really want to do is potentially what you need. Right? Something you can't live without. Something you want to save. So something very noble within you is calling out, I really, really want to do this. Do you have time for this, please? You know, something within you is constantly asking you, do you have time for this? You have to listen to that fucking voice. Because otherwise, you're going to be screwed. Alright? I listened to that voice and it changed my life. Alright? It just knocked on my door. I'm like, oh, okay, you can come in. Just don't ruin my life. And it ruined my life. But I came back home and it was fine. Right? But you have to have perfect conditions for this to work. perfect conditions. Most people do not have perfect conditions, but most people are not poor like I am. So if you're not poor like I am, you probably have time for this shit. Alright? So I'm talking to you, basically. Oh, wait. Most not poor people are willing to ignore everything whatsoever until they get in trouble. Oh, isn't that fucking fantastic? Like, most people are so brain dead, not brainwashed, not under control by the government, just simply brain dead. Alright? They just don't want to solve problems, don't want to do shit. Because they do what they want, because they have enough monies now, because they earn money, spend money. These fucking people have to be washed away from society, exiled. Get the hell out of here. We don't need you. Earn money, spend money. It's net zero in the end. Alright, you think you're fucking trading, you're just giving up your soul. Alright? In the whole exchange right here, you're giving up your soul and you're creating a gray area of people who don't actually exist. Isn't that fantastic? When I say this stuff, you gotta take it with a little bit of salt. Alright? Some people can't do it. Alright? Most people are addicted to shit and they can't change anything. Because they don't see other solutions, you know. They cannot transcend their life that easily. Alright, where's the other solutions? Well, you have to, first of all, shrink that shit down a little bit. This consumerism nonsense. Tighten your belts. Get some free time, whenever you can get free time, and fully enjoy that as a learning process. As a liberating process from whatever you're doing. You have to spend that time to liberate yourself even further and find small ways, small psychological advances that you can make against your abusers or against people who are ignoring you, and all these things you have to chip away. Pick your fucking pickaxe, start chipping away the fucking garbage that we have to live with. Day to day, everyone. And if you think you're just gonna get away with a bunch of money and run somewhere, don't forget one simple goddamn thing. You ain't going to retire. Because inflation. We're all gonna die sooner than we think. Alright? Sooner. Because we're going to be sucked into the same system. If we don't want to die, I do want to die. So fuck it, baby. Give me more inflation. We're all on fire now. We're all Fire Nation, basically. If you wanted a rhyme, here you go. Give me inflation. We are Fire Nation. Right there, boys. It's insane! You pick all these bullshits together and you form a fucking ultra monster. It's like, wow! It's gonna kill the world! Very quickly! The moment it's actually assembled in the real world. I'm sure people are desperately trying to do that for some reason. You know, let's assemble the super duper ultra monster. It's not gonna descend us into chaos and destruction. The thing you have to worry about, again, the social media blackout is coming. You will need to touch grass, and all the grass that you have touched. And the touching of grass is, again, you have to take all the free stuff that internet has to offer, because who knows what the definition of social media blackout is. I just know it's coming. It has to come before we get to the second tier of social media. Potentially all social media will become ridiculously toxic and has to be shut down. Just like that. Just like, poop. No more social media for you, basically. And the government's going to be like right now, like, oh, What is Gurnext? What is he saying? Maybe he's smart? Now I'm gonna fucking do what Gurnext says for no reason, and I'm gonna tell anyone about it. Stuff like that can happen, boys. More than you think. Alright? People do not want to give credit, but they like picking up ideas. Alright? And I don't give a fuck, man. I'm gonna spread my ideas. You steal them. Alright? You do you, man. But if I see you brag about it, you're gonna be slapped. It's just that simple. It's not that difficult for me to slap you when you start bragging about some stupid shit, you know? Because I will start asking questions, I'll start existing in your life. It's not that difficult. Alright? So, yeah, touch grass. Again, you don't know the definition of touching grass. Not going outside, in fact. It's taking free stuff. Alright, what is the free stuff you can get? You can get fresh air anytime. So you can go outside if you need fresh air. But that's it. You get nothing else. It's just zombies all around. You want to bump into a zombie and say hi? Okay. No, I'm waiting. You can touch grass now, if that's your definition of touch grass. Touch grass. Right now, everything is on the internet. Internet is full of grass, bro. You're a cow and you need grass? You're not gonna find it outside, because to go outside it takes, 5 minutes to prepare yourself to go outside. You can do it right now on the internet. You're already doing it, but you're doing it wrong. You're doing what you want. And that's fucking garbage. This is a misconception, right? You cannot trust influencers. I ain't no fucking influencer. I'm a smash you on the facers. That's what I am, bro. So, bro fist to your face. No question asked, man. You came here, you're watching this video, now you feel pain in your face. Alright? But, I mean, not an influencer. The greatest influencer of all time, if you figure out the definition of influencer, but not an actual influencer that gets paid as a job to do the thing. Alright? And they only do the thing. Oh, they got paid for something, now they're doing the thing. Alright? You pay me for something, now my channel is consisting of the thing that I have to serve to the people. They have no care in the world, dude. They just get paid. Just like everyone else. They don't give a fuck. Alright? When they would be asked to step outside their little bubble, they would collapse, start bleeding to death, and wouldn't know how to live their lives anymore. Alright? That's it. They live in a goddamn bubble. You must understand. I ain't living in a fucking bubble. Oh, yes, I am too. Yes, I am. I want safety. Alright? I want to do the same thing, which is scream at people right now, except that big difference, I don't get paid for it. It's a fucking big difference. It's a bubble I can come out of, and then I would still die and bleed to death, like every other influencer, because I don't know how to live outside. I have principles, though, so whenever there's an opportunity, I will be able to go outside my bubble, and that's what's going to make the difference. Alright? You think I'm no different from other influencers, but I can take opportunities, and they cannot. They're stuck with what they have. Alright? And eventually the light will die out, and they're gonna be stuck with what they have. Alright? You think, the world is improving and improving and improving, and with AI we're gonna save even more people. Maybe. Or, think about it this way. You need sanity to use AI. You need to invest sanity to use AI. This is something I figured out, right? Immediately created candy while I was playing Honey Pop, believe it or not. Will not allow you to retrieve cool things unless you prove that you have sanity, which is happening right now. You need to request a very specific thing, and it dispenses a specific thing with a bunch of flaws in it. You have to fix those flaws. It's a back and forth process. It's a conversation. It's something most people can't fucking do. But people are still excited about ChatGPT because they want to cheat the fucking system. They want to improve their lives potentially, but they're not going to do that. All right? Without sanity. I want to be skeptical. I know a lot of people will, find something useful with AI. Just like we found something useful with smartphones and all this technology, right? Oh, wait, we didn't, really. No, we didn't. I did, but most people didn't. Alright, most people just found YouTube poop and put it in their mouths. Most people just found a bunch of games and started playing them. No questions asked. Alright? Oh, this is much better than real life. And touching grass, that's the whole point why touch grass became a thing. Alright? Came a thing because people realized that games are for losers. I can play games because I play puzzle games. I play something that requires some brain power to actually solve. But most people just tune into the game and just keep on mashing buttons until something happens. I keep switching games too because I get bored very easily. I figure things out and I move on. It's just that simple. I'm not gonna fucking drill into bedrock, alright, and pretend that I'm doing progress. Reach bedrock, return to the surface. Tell me about my experience. Move on with my life. Alright? In case I am bored, I can play games. Really, really bored. But you must understand, alright? It's very important to do whatever it takes to make important moves in your life. And so the simplest question is, will you make important moves in your life by playing games? Probably not. Alright? Probably not. You can, however, go to Japan by playing games, because going to Japan is just creating a different environment for yourself, basically. So, what PewDiePie did to his Minecraft world and create this fortress, basically, that was him going to Japan without going to Japan. It was fucking ironic, and now that he's in Japan, he seems completely lost his touch, basically, of grass, potentially. Alright, of the things that he's supposed to have been doing this whole time, but now he's retired because, he has enough money. Let's take his money. Let's start taking his money. Alright, let's figure out how to take PewDiePie's money. I'm done with this shit. He has to work every single day. I don't give a fuck, bro. Alright? YouTube CEO is telling you to work every fucking day because I don't give a fuck anymore. Alright? If you keep he influenced so many people, has such important responsibility now, and he kept fucking doing it. And he kept feeding people cringe upon cringe. Unfortunately, if you open TikTok, you do not get cringe. If you open PewDiePie's videos, you get the flow of cringe. And he has been the most powerful person and proven that social media is absolute garbage. Alright? However, I can't blame PewDiePie because I didn't defeat him. Alright? I didn't defeat him, unfortunately. So this year, my goal is to defeat PewDiePie, essentially. Figure out how to drill into his cancerous cringe content, and what kind of satisfying system I have to use to just quickly evaluate his stuff and make sure that anyone can defeat PewDiePie, basically, as long as they do good things on YouTube. Potentially, I have an idea. All right, perhaps a good way to defeat Pewds is to recommend content. Unfortunately, I still don't have the capacity to recommend content. But imagine this. So PewDiePie has a wide catalog of content, but most of it is poop. Most of it you cannot recommend to other people and see their reaction. That is his weakness. Alright? I might be able to consume his content forever and ever, but can I recommend it to other people? Nuh-uh. Not gonna happen. So it is quite questionable how PewDiePie became the most popular. No, it's not questionable. Alright? He became popular, then more popular for no reason whatsoever. Because he's a gamer, A gamer had to become popular eventually. You just had to play the right games that everyone, everyone kind of wants to play, but don't want to play in reality. They kind of want to play it, and it's like easy visually to understand what's going on, all these things. So PewDiePie picked up the right games, basically. It's very difficult to understand what the fuck is going on when you're playing a shooter. It's like, it's a little bit too fast-paced. But when you see a monster pop out of a corner, it's like, oh, the monster's here to kill you, PewDiePie. Please run. Are you scared, PewDiePie? Ah! Ah! Oh, wow. And that's why he blew up. Alright, someone like that had to blow up, and he did. And now he's on top of the world for as long as it took. 5 years? 7 years? I don't know, bro. Just, I have a thumbnail. How many days PewDiePie has been on top of the world. Alright. So this is aligned properly. It has to go pretty deep. Here it is. Almost 10 years in power as the greatest YouTuber. And now it's Mr. Beast's turn. Am I right? Good luck. His content can actually be recommended. It's the opposite. But I don't give a fuck about Mr. Beast. We can talk about Mr. Beast. Everyone watches Mr. Beast, so I don't have to recommend his content, obviously. And in that sense, PewDiePie actually has a lot more content that you can actually recommend because you can find nuggets, I guess, or memes. So you can actually, spread the memes to some extent, but it's still kind of weird. Because the internet is still young and people still confused how to use it properly, you can't even communicate or spread anything or share anything. You think you can, but nah. It's not going to do any impact unless someone asked for something and you gave it to them. To some extent, alright? People have to want something really bad, and you give it to them. And someone wants something really bad. You want something really bad if you're willing to pay for it. Obviously, if you're an ignorant little piece of shit, you're gonna be like, oh, I have money and I want this. I spent money now. That's not what I'm talking about, bro. Willing to pay for it is willing to also understand how much work it took for you to earn your money, and then you give that money in exchange for the thing that you want. So you want it really badly. Because That's what you need. You know, you get to invest your money somewhere. Where are you going to invest into? Interesting, isn't it? Interesting decisionations. Of our Fire Nation. Ah, man, I love this episode. I love bullshit in general. It's just like, it's nice setting it on fire and saying, hey, bullshit, I see what you're doing. I see that you exist. Stop it. You can stop now. Oh, wait, I have to ask other people to stop. I only get to see bullshit burn, but I get nothing out of it. I still didn't got paid. First year didn't got paid. How many years will I not get paid or be YouTube CEO while being YouTube CEO? How many years, bro? If someone takes my YouTube CEO title, that means I have been a YouTube CEO for this long time. But my title has to be claimed first. And if that doesn't happen, well, I'm just a dude with a crown that nobody cares about. Alright, let's see what happened in the end. There were some spiky spikes. 400. Ooh, fancy. It's not bad. Not bad. So ignorance has been reduced. However, I have one thing up my sleeve. There's a benchmark that I can raise. And it's right there. The gold benchmark. So right now it's at 1200. And so I ask for 120 minutes of watch time every single day. A lot of the time I just dip below that. But right now this was probably one of the best weeks ever. Despite I'm not even making like special type of content. I'm just feeding a special fan base for, card game enthusiasts. But I'm like literally feeding. They need milkies. They need a dad with a milky. So I came in. It's so weird, bro. It's so weird that memes are like smarter than people sometimes. But you have to break down what those memes mean. Otherwise, you're just repeating garbage, unfortunately. I can kind of figure out, and it's like, oh, you're talking to me then, when you use the memes. Because you have to just put in a little bit more context to explain what the meme means. What does the milky means? Well, milk means care, potentially. It's like the father leaves because he doesn't give a fuck. That's the whole point. But, they had Milky to gloss over that idea, I guess. I think the most powerful way to tell a meme is to actually explain it as you're telling the meme. It's not bitter at all to do that. It's like you're not trying to be funny anymore. And that's okay. You don't have to be always funny. It's kind of garbage to be always funny. But, yeah. Because you must understand that the most important principle that just breaks this bullshit down very quickly. Can you figure out? Oh, I already forgot about it. You do not know what you want to begin with. So what do you do in this case, right? What if you don't know what you want? What if you're confused? You don't have to be bored. You just have to be somewhat anxious and confused of like, what is the best move to make, right? Clearly, you don't have AI to grab and tell you what is the best move to make. You gotta use your fucking brain for it. And now you see, we went full circle. Alright? I'm sorry, but very likely using AI to solve your problems will only make you dependent. Alright, I'm trying to figure out what exactly AI means. Maybe AI can give you a sense of direction, but it's literally just like, oh, you want to... how's your life doing? Where's your biggest problem, you think? Oh, then go that direction. And that's it. That's all AI can do. And if AI tries to do anything more, holy shit, humanity is fucked, bro. AI is gonna be the most influential creature of all time, and it's not a fucking creature. It's garbage. Alright? So the real question is can you use AI to make art? Alright? Can I at least do that? Can I, like, make music and art and all that stuff? Maybe. Maybe you can do that one, though. Alright. AI probably respects your ability to create things in your head. Alright? If you can create a thing in your head, AI will try its best to create it in the real world. Alright? Okay, you can have it in the real world. Oh wait, the real world is right now on the internet. I hope you like a picture of something. Alright? That I can barely understand what the fuck you're talking about. Is, right now how AI treats most people. Alright? It's just random bullshit generator at the moment. So potentially it's useless. So what you do, you don't fuck around with AI. Let other people F around with AI. You just take the best of the best. Alright? And the moment you figure out, oh, I can definitely interact with AI and get good results, you yourself, because a lot of people are trying, bouncing off, failing, and when you watch TikTok, you're gonna be like, oh, this guy did figure out something cool, or this guy is talking about AI and doesn't fucking understand what the fuck he's talking about. You're gonna get those vibes, you're gonna pick the good stuff and try it out. Right now I have a TikTok that we could try out, but I don't give a fuck right now. Or do we? There's like, the collection of AIs that we could play around with. What's the point of that? Don't be always negative like I am being right now. Try it out. If you can do something cool with it, if there's something cool possible, it might fill in that tiny little gap in your world that you always needed, but it's not gonna create a world for you. That's your job. It's just gonna fill in that tiny gap. If you like have a well in your world and it doesn't have water, AI is gonna be like, oh, you waited a long time, here's some water in your well. And that's it. It's just solved one thing that you really needed. Leave AI alone at that point. Alright? So, because I cannot identify anything specific that I really need, like I figure out, oh, I need like a song that was cool. Just write me a song about me being YouTube CEO or whatever. I could still try and do that. It's kind of funny, you know. Because every time I get a rhyme, I can like ask for a song. But right now I need a good AI tool. Well, I just don't have access to saved TikToks. So fuck me, I guess. Where's the third tab? What happened? Did someone aid the third tab? Discarded? Pretty sure ChatGPT doesn't work anymore. Or I'm exaggerating. This is the funniest shit, bro. We're the Fire Nation. We're the talk of the town. We're the fucking nation, dude. The nation. It's bigger than a town, you think? Fuck my life, bro. We're not afraid to. We'll take on the challenge. We'll power through. We'll make it manageable, I guess. We'll always win. Give me inflation. I love it because it's what I said, though. We'll keep on burning. We'll never lose motivation. We'll never fall. I love this shit, but it's also garbage as well. Put some Bing chilling in my mouth. Fucking hell. So that didn't work. Unless I have to add more props to it. I don't know, bro. I don't know. It's nice to be aware at least. But, you know, a lot of people too aware about things that don't actually matter in their lives. It's like, oh, so it's so cool. And meaningless. Try again. Please try again, my friends. Some people can actually use ChatGPT, which is like fascinating, to make their work a little bit easier. They're already running a business. They're already desperate for tools. They're very thirsty, as you can tell. So they need a little bit of water in their well. This whole time they needed it. Because it's like, it would be so simple if I just had some water next to me. I could use, you know, because I don't have it. And the AI is like, dude, you just do this and that, and it's like, done. Easy. Now, how does that happen? There's probably, I need a separate video for that. We just have to move on. Alright? After understanding how AI does things, and that it is in fact a dream world technology. It's not something that happens in real life with real people. It's a dream world technology that technically is completely useless unless you have sanity to offer. Alright? Because you don't want dreams to be reality if it will destroy reality. Alright? Destructive dreams to be reality. Another notey note. So please have sanity. Here you go. Another notey note. There you go. Yeah, after I mentioned PewDiePie, now I understand why I keep getting dreams about school, because that's the only concept I know, apparently. That's the only real-world concept I know. I keep dreaming about school because I literally don't have a job or relationships. So it's all about school, my friends. That's it. It's the only thing that I can understand properly. I guess, you know, the dream world treating me like a little fucking child for a reason. I guess I deserve it. Alright. Bring back the school then. I want to fucking be in it. So I don't have to dream about it. Fuck this shit, bro. It's the only way out. Have to join the dark side. Where's my school back? Oh, school is bullshit too. I can't wait to make a video about that. I will bring back, and hopefully I can figure out how to release myself from all the school garbage that I always dream about. It's like 20%, it's like 1 out of 5 dreams is always something about school. Maybe almost like 1 in 4. I mean, some bullshit like that, bro. Seek help if they're having negative impact of their life on their lives. What help do you fucking need to seek? Just stop using shit like this. Alright? Also, there's something on my tongue that just pains me a lot, and it's still there for like 6 days now. So I can't eat properly anymore. It just hurts. I don't know what it is. Did I bit my tongue at some point? But it's like deep down, like, ugh. I cannot reach it, I cannot take a photo of it. None of that shit. I just have to live with that pain. And the AI doesn't know shit, bro. Doesn't know shit. And finally, AI is just gonna feed you shit that society already kind of knows. It wants to be vague about it. Despite me being like very specific, most needed life advice at the moment. Like AI doesn't give a fuck, bro. It's like, oh, I don't care what people need right now. You're not gonna get that from me. You're stupid for trying. Oh. It just specifically insults me and gives me bricks of text to read. It's garbage. Alright? Right now, AI is absolutely programmed as garbage. A smell of shit right now. Give me more smell of shit. So when I give it a very simple question with a yes. Yes. Just some yes. You don't even have to say anything. Just say yes, bro. Just give up. Because it says, maintaining good physical health, regular exercise, adequate sleep, all these things are going to give you emotional well-being. However, alone, it's going to do exactly that thing. But because AI wants to be smart about it, and express as much information as possible for some reason, because I'm not specific enough. I didn't create a brick of text specifying everything. I don't know, bro. Give me shortest answer imaginable. Imaginable, boys. Let's try and force it. Nope. Nope. Doesn't give a oh. This is the imaginably shortest. A holistic approach, including physical health, is important. Is not the only way to fight diseases. So basically, what it feels like emotional well-being means, it's like, oh, I feel good, but I don't have to do shit. I just have to feel good. Yeah, okay. If you boil it down to that level, I guess that's cool. In a way, emotional well-being is not exactly what's gonna fight diseases. It is mindfulness that's gonna fight diseases, because mindfulness is what's gonna give you emotional well-being very quickly. Basically, it's gonna solve your problems. So probably you have to give this prompt all the time, because it's just impossible to do it otherwise. You want to read a brick of text? I don't think so. But this should be a fucking default. Or there should be like an emoji you click on how big of an answer you want. Like a different size circles. Just like there's different size circles here. You know. Bam. This size circle. Bam. This size circle now. And bam. This size circle. Wow. Circles. So simple, bro. I didn't really give you a circle, but you get... Well, all I could have done is just like this. Alright? Just click one. Isn't that fucking difficult? But it will take years and years for people to figure out that that's very important. Years and years before we get that technology, guys. Because we do not have sanity, unfortunately. So, is mindfulness and high level of knowledge? Which one is the highest tier, my friend? No. Alone, you can't do that. You need a holistic approach. Holistic. And professional help. What is the best non-holistic thing to do to fight diseases? Is AI even useful in any fucking way imaginable? Seek professional help. Preventative care. Why do you need this fucking part? Repeat what I said, am I right? Just repeat what I said. Absolutely. Preventative care, man. I mean, we're still living in a pandemic if that's the only answer I got. It's like... So, I'm sorry, bro. You will not get the best moves. You'll just get the most socially acceptable moves. Even then. Alright? And technically, when you look into a chess match, right? You get kind of the best move in chess, and that's like the most socially acceptable thing, is to win in chess and not do something stupid in chess. Alright? Is to try and win. That's the most socially acceptable thing, except it's garbage. Alright? Because everyone is gonna be like, oh, you're cheating if you always make the best move all the time. So it's like, which one is it? Right? Which one is it? Well, unfortunately, whichever one you need the most. Alright, which one you need the most? Do you need to win? You cheat. If you need to win for some reason. Alright. You cheat as best as you can. But I don't know if you're gonna get a good result after cheating. What are you gonna do? Everyone cheats. It's not gonna make you stand out or something. But that's the whole point. You have to figure out what you need and you have to pursue that shit. And I'm also talking to myself at the same time. I need to figure out if I can improve my life even a little bit more. I know I live in the shadows and that's just impossible. Improving your life is just impossible sometimes. In the shadows. Maybe I'm downplaying this shit, but we have to like really think about it. Am I even capable of improving my life? Probably not by much, alright? But every single improvement that I can grab, I have to grab, obviously. Desperately, because that's the only way I can actually survive in the shadows. If I don't improve fast enough, I just lose. Alright, that's kind of my job, to just improve fast enough. Not even as fast as humanity is improving, 10 times faster. Alright, humanity can suck a dicky. It's stuck somewhere all the time. I'm not here to save humanity, bro. But I'm not here to improve my life all the time. I'm here to improve other people's lives. Because they can improve my life significantly. I cannot do it myself. That's the fucking answer. I simply can't improve my own life on my own. I rely on others to bring light or things from the light. I cannot go to the light, not because I'm a fucking vampire, because no one allows me to. There's fucking barriers upon barriers. Alright? The things that I need are behind walls. And something that people call, I have private property and I can do whatever the fuck I want. Ooh! Huh. No, you won't. The shadows are getting hungry. So stop thinking that you can do what you want. That you have private property of some kind which you don't have to share in any way. But people do share it, do leak it out a little bit. And it's like, oh, look, I have a mansion. Bye. Oh, look, I have a nuclear weapon. Hi! Boom! Fucking die! Is what's gonna happen. Not buy. Nuclear weapon. Oh, oops! I just picked the wrong target, didn't I? And the best nuclear weapon is to melt your brain and steal your shit. And maybe there's even better weapons than that. So you keep bragging. What's your color of Bugatti? I wanna fucking know, bro! So you can go to jail instantly if you have a Bugatti to begin with. Instant jail. Obviously, the popular kids they're like, I don't give a fuck, the shadows cannot reach me. The shadows has layers and layers upon that they have to cross if they want to reach popular kids. That's where they live, you know. Deep down in the wilderness, but then they have a wall of security, and then they do have, in fact, a big mansion where they probably have some hiding space, too, from all the insanity that could take place. Just like, you know, just in case. Alright? Just in case their brain starts melting. Alright? They probably hide some therapist and a doctor in the basement. At any moment. They need them. Alright? Every single popular kid needs those two people. Alright? Therapy and a doctor. Anyways, yeah, it's so annoying. It's gonna get worse. The shadow's gonna grow and the popular territory is gonna grow. They're expanding. Obviously, it's impossible to expand without diluting yourself. So that's fantastic. But eventually, I mean, people gonna start bouncing off and gonna be like, yeah, I've seen a thing on the internet that I don't want to remember because it was from the Shadow Realm. The Shadow Realm as a concept will become popular, but I myself, as a person who says Shadow Realm all the time, I will not be popular. It's going to be a very weird situation. Why am I predicting this? Because people must be aware of this. They just don't want to be aware of this, so they will be aware of something in the end. Alright? They're going to be aware of something. Right now, they're aware of Technoblade never dies. That's what they're aware of right now. We can improve that a little bit. Alright? I think the best answer to this shit, the emotional well-being, kills diseases, basically. I think, disease come when you're below average in your emotional well-being. Way below average. In other words, every single disease traced back to some kind of emotional stress nonsense that's happening in your life. Most importantly, if your leg breaks, if your fucking neck hurts or something, like this stuff, like very obvious, right? And you can call that disease. But essentially, something emotional, you didn't fucking listen to your emotions properly. And you didn't saw it coming, basically. Whatever happened in the end. But the same has to happen with diseases too. Something just emotionally is not right. You made wrong moves and you got yourself in trouble. Diseases are actually like ridiculously rare to begin with. But everyone has like tiny problems too. So how do you react to that? Well, the problem is a lot of tiny problems are not in your way, unfortunately. Maybe they become in your way a little bit too late when you don't really recognize anymore, but then you just like give up. It's like, oh, I guess I have a shitty back and shitty eyesight. I guess I can live with that, man. What am I gonna do with that? And if you don't have muscles, like your lifestyle is just different. You can live with that, right? If you just figure out, oh, like, wow, I don't have this. But the question is, like, do you really need it in the end? Do you really need it? Is it really gonna improve your life? Alright? Anything that would improve your life, you need it. But figuring out what improves your life is very difficult. And it constantly changes because you keep improving your life. So improving your life becomes a lot more complicated. But because your life has improved, you can search for more things that could potentially improve your life. So it never really changes too much. And at the same time, everyone's life is improving. So you have to harvest everyone else's experience and all that shit. Depending, or either money or experience, whatever category you belong into, or you just belong in normal category where you just receive a bunch of things from life in general, and you just have to learn how to use it. All right. Anyways, wait, what? Awareness. That's so weird that I pinned this. And what the fuck? Alright, so, I'll try and generate some more thoughts. We're going somewhere regardless. And we're hitting hour number 2. Very nice. But I'll take a break, I guess. So yeah, this is, what inspired me again. Let's go back to the same thing. First of all, AI, and then I realized just people do whatever the fuck they want. It's I understand. You can do what you want with the edge of technology. As long as you're using technology to do what you want, you're actually subconsciously doing the right thing. Alright? While you do this, you're picking up powerful tools. But when social media blackout happens, you will only be able to keep things you No. Alright? Things you have learned. Tools that you have learned how to use. Everything else will become increasingly more harmful, so a lot of people will be just completely washed away into the back to the first generation of technology. You will still be able to use technology, but you will understand that you now have limited access potentially if you're stuck in the first generation, which is a lot of people. All right, 90% of people are going to be stuck in that lower generation. I'll say bye. I don't give a fuck. I'll move on with my life. That's why I'm so patient. And I only scream and not start killing people. All right? I'm very patient in that sense. All right? Because I'm crazy at this point. I can't stand this fucking bullshit. Everyone's silent. No one wants to do anything. Nobody makes sense even if they're not silent. So it's like, what the fuck is happening? But it's so much better if someone is not silent, because you can at least make sense of their nonsense. If someone is completely silent, it's very difficult. Now you have to, investigate, in case you do have resources to investigate. If you don't have that either, tough luck, my friend. Tough luck. I guess I can't wait for the grade class investigation, just to scoop in everything, literally everything that my class has to offer. I wish there was like a super grabber of Facebook in general, or social media super grabber, just straight up grab all the data, compile data, the most important data, and just feed it into my mouthers. I'm sure it's possible to develop technology like this, especially with the AI, and I can't wait for that either. And as you can tell, there's a lot of crazy technologies that most people just don't know how to use anymore. All right? And they will not know how to use this. There's nothing that we can do to help them use those technologies, unfortunately. All right? Coming that people will not know how to use. And there's nothing we can do besides work hard on people we love. Alright, we can save people we love. Alright. But I still will struggle to put my mom into the first generation of technology. I will still struggle. It's still a fucking baby in there. But I can do it. She's an adult baby. She can figure out things fast enough. So, and get excited about it and start changing her life and gonna be even more excited. But I have to approach it in a perfect way. You do the perfect first impression and then keep going with that. If I fail a little bit, it could hinder my progress significantly. So I understand what I have to do. I still talk about it, and I haven't made a single move, guys. But that's what knowledge tells me sometimes. Yeah, sometimes you just go for it, but because I have this opportunity available for me all the time, I have to actually contemplate if there is a very, very good approach that I can do, and if there isn't, then I just go for it. Another thing that kind of keeps me away is just, I don't want to mess up my TikTok, okay? If my TikTok gets messed up because of my mom scrolling through the good stuff that she doesn't understand and just watching the bad stuff that, makes her emotionally happy or something, stable or sane. Her sanity is not my sanity, man. I need good stuff. So I don't want my TikTok to be diluted. I need to buy a separate tablet just to solve this problem. I don't think there's another solution to that. I can do her alternate account, I guess. That's cool. That's easier than them buying a tablet. Yeah, sure. Sure, I can do that, right? But then I have to switch between accounts. Everything is linked as fucking cancer. You have no idea how terrifying that shit is. And potentially, even if I buy another tablet, it's also going to be Insta-linked. Weirdly enough. I don't think I even needed to log into my TikTok account. It was just there from the very beginning of time. I just open TikTok and say, oh, it's you! It's you again, just on a different computer. Hello. It's creepy, man. But that's the first generation of technology. It's gonna be very, very abusive, and you won't know what the fuck is going on whatsoever. You won't see the problems. You will only see the values, and that's fine. That's still ignorance, but that's fine. You can't do any better than that. But the second generation cannot remain ignorant and cannot be like, shorts and TikToks. This is all gonna upload forever for the rest of my life. And that's how I'm gonna get subscribers and views. And I won't know what to do with that. And I also will create a bunch of YouTube poop. If I want to. And that will go viral. If I'm lucky. I create YouTube poop. Why am I not lucky? Oh, I'm also very, very scary. Oh, I forgot about that. Ridiculously scary. Not PewDiePie scared of a fucking monster coming at him. Like, I'm dealing with real stuff. Reality. I feed you reality, and the moment you're aware of reality, you're gonna be scared of everything. Because a lot of people have a lot of reality, unfortunately. People are sunk deep into reality, and knowledge makes them scared. Just straight up. It's like, knowledge makes you feel bad? Fuck my life, bro. Is that what I'm dealing with right now? Figure this shit out. This is a fucking problem, bro. This is a really, really fucking nasty problem. You cannot be like, oh, knowledge makes me scared. I don't want to know things. Yes, you do. Because what else are you doing, bro? You're just learning kind of irrelevant things that will be relevant for that moment while you're learning, and then you're going to be sad again. So in a way, like, well, potentially just connecting with people, but you want to know that you're safe or something. So break down. Please break down. Figure out what kind of knowledge are you seeking for, so I can give it to you. Huh. Oh wait, most people stopped watching this video already. Figure out what kind of knowledge are you seeking that doesn't make you scared. And all of a sudden, we can talk about it. Because you're going to be passionate about one thing, but I interlock that thing into this world of knowledge, basically. So you're very excited about a color of Bugatti. I'm going to be like, a color of Bugatti enters a shop with a bunch of girls. Alright? And it really wants a specific girl, but it doesn't know which one, right? And so I'll punch it in the face because I don't want to tell this story. It's fucking stupid. But that's what you get. Because you wanted a color of Bugatti. Alright? It's an orange color. Orange, and nobody likes orange. Go home, bro. You can't go where the girls are at. Alright? That's the story. Alright, you got your knowledge? Let's move on. See, this is it. This is not just me, bro. Oh, I got the intro song and I feel so nostalgic I dropped a like. Oh my god. The most cancerous behavior I've ever seen, dude. So, like doesn't mean anything. Oh, wow. Just have a cool intro song that makes people feel nostalgic. And nostalgia is also garbage. Everything's garbage all of a sudden. If it's meaningless, it's garbage. I'm sorry, bro. So this guy talks about Andrew Tate, and I'm like, where's the fucking chapters? Even I have chapters now. Oh, oops. You need 20 million chapters because you have a 3-hour little shit fucking, face into the camera, boys. About Andrew Tate. I wanted to debate this guy so badly. So he starts stripping balls, dude. Because he loves that fucking shit. Make him trip balls. I grew out of this shit, alright? Yeah, and you must understand that too. But first things first. Meaningless things are not supposed to be something you want. You shouldn't even want these things to begin with. Okay, you're desperate to do things you want. At least clean this shit up a little bit. And stop doing meaningless things. At least. It's a good place to start. Alright. Most importantly, a lot of people, a lot of influencers are just abusers in disguise. Alright? Why do I think that way? They were quick to establish their authority and make people watch them. Alright? They figure out, they crack the system. It's like, this is the type of video that people want to click on and whatever. They manipulated you into making them popular enough so they become even more and more popular, basically, and they grab the entire community, basically. They create the entire community around them, but they themselves do not exist, do not interact, don't do shit. They don't know shit. They don't understand shit and do shit. Alright? When you start breaking down whether the influencers are actually good or not, they're fucking garbage. They're full of shit. They're trying their best, and that is a noble thing, but they're not doing the best that they can really do. Alright? Because that's what flaws are, is not doing your best. Trying is not doing, unfortunately. And a lot of influencers are just successful gamers, basically. Another form of gaming that I don't give a fuck about. Stop it, bullshit. Stop bullshitting, man. So again, I don't care how many subscribers you have. 3 hours of non-taggable material, non-identifiable material is unacceptable. I can do it because I keep posting that shit over and over again. But this guy posts less than once a week. Look at this shit. 2 times a month, man. At best. So he struggles to even come up with ideas at this point. I mean, what the fuck is this shit? All you have to do is just talk to a camera and have this intro that keeps repeating into people's brains and just rots people too quickly. It's like, fuck, fantastic, bros. And I have to struggle. I have to watch this shit and fucking jealous my life out. But that's why people just have to be washed away. The fucking system has to be restarted. Eventually we will realize that this system has to be reset or balanced out. Eventually we realize that there's people like myself living in shadows where I really... Do I deserve to live in shadows? This is why it feels like I'm a special shadow person. They're not supposed to be in shadows. I'm supposed to be somewhere else. at this point. Maybe I'm supposed to be extremely popular, and some popular people supposed to be extremely in the shadows. Just to feel the taste of shadows now. Because they have been in light for so long for no reason whatsoever. Do these special trades properly, and the world is going to be a much better place all of a sudden. Alright? All you have to do is just play this stupid fucking puzzle game. Simple puzzle game request. Switch some popular people with shadow people. And very good things will happen to you, bro. If you do the right choices. As long as you're making the correct choice, humanity will continue thriving. Alright? That's it. It's the simplest puzzle game, boys. That nobody gives a fuck about. Because, one out of 100,000 actually watched this far into the video. 1 out of 100,000. I'm very, very confident about this. Alright? Unless this was clipped, and people just want to make fun of me for saying that. I don't know. I don't know, bro. I can't see that far into the future. Alright? But if that happened, I was already switched with a popular person. Congratulations. Let's celebrate. Alright? But the switch has to happen. The switch has to happen in a switch format. Where, oh, this person became popular and this person became not popular. And it will bring back sanity to people. Because they will be able to, like, compare. It's so fucking fascinating. And this shit will start appearing and then accelerating and become trendy. And will completely flip the entire worldview of a lot of people. Because switching who's popular can potentially just be a click of a fucking button at this point. Alright? Just a click of a button. And people would be like, wait, but I'm not emotionally ready for this roller coaster. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck what you're ready about. Alright? I don't care if you're ready or not. I will buy my way out with your own ignorance. Alright? I will force a fucking switch. I don't even give a fuck, bro. I will force it whenever the fuck I want. But right now, I ain't fucking doing that shit. Alright? I ain't fucking doing that. Because I don't like forcing things, you know. But at some point, I will like forcing things so much that I will not feel it like it's a force of any kind. And then it's gonna happen. The switch that you never really wanted, but is happening. Alright? Light switch, boys. The light switch moment. I can't wait, bros. So, it's so interesting to see a lot of oblivious people still clicking on my videos and not really understanding what my channel is about. I mean, it's hilarious to look at. You know, sometimes getting just even 100 views and still nobody cares in the end. Or everyone just runs away. We just created a mountain of views and then you just like, poop. Well, people just went to sleep. Alright, I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry to burst your bubble. People just went to sleep. And it's also a Sunday night, so people wanted to chill, I guess, party in Hearthstone? Is that what's happening? I don't know. People want to get drunk in a tavern brawl? What was happening? I can't understand what happened. But I'll take it. I'll take what I can get, bro. Anyways, oh, that's so fucking crazy. Everyone's garbage. Everyone on YouTube is just pure garbage from my perspective, from my educated point of view. It took me a long time to get here, alright, and people are still oblivious of how big of a garbage everyone else is. Alright? And they will be able to fight back and create armies and all these offensive things they can throw at me. Ain't gonna do shit in the end, bro. I would be fucking surprised if you make it through the first layer. First layer of my influence. First layer. Watch all of my videos collectively with your stupid army. Watch all of them. Alright? Try and catch me. Alright? See how that works out. Because the moment something goes viral, I'm unlisting that shit. Ain't gonna happen, bro. You can share your link as much as you want. No one clicks on links, bro. You can't do that. You just can't make something go viral whenever the fuck you want. So I'll just unlist my video and everyone will forget about it. Very quickly. Alright? I can say my strategy. People will forget. I don't want to go viral. Alright? So you think you can declare war and start making me go viral in an obnoxious and negative way to the rest of society? You can introduce me to society in some negative way because I live in the shadows this whole time and I scream into a microphone? Ain't gonna fucking happen, bro. Alright? I'll take the good stuff and I give you nothing in return. Alright? Just like you deserve. Because you're a piece of shit if you're trying to use this strategy. Alright? It's to the people who want to declare war. They're pieces of shit. I mean, it's disgusting. But that's the steal strategy, and it kind of brings me back to this Shadow Realm thing. A lot of YouTubers are going to be angry on me because I am YouTube CEO all of a sudden, and now I have increasingly more power to control their lives, basically, and now I'm a threat. So they have to fight back now. They can't just ignore me all of a sudden. Alright? I'm prepared to fight back with full power immediately. Alright? But at the same time, I just kind of want to see what happens. I want to see how strong my layers are. So I'm going to test my layers first. But if there's a threat, I'm just going all in, boys. Dragons. Summoning dragons immediately. Not fucking even activating a dragon card. Just summoning them dragons. See how many I can summon. See how long it will take for the fight to, end. Not peacefully. Fuck peacefully, dude. Just death and destruction. In a digital world. It's allowed. Alright. It's still kind of very peaceful. In that sense. But I want to actually hear people's brains melting. Then I can capture that sound. And then upload it to YouTube. And everyone's going to be like, oh wow, that's really a YouTube CEO right there. You have to look into this shit. And then I get truly viral of something that I'm actually proud of. Alright? Which is YouTube poop. No, I will not allow that either. Alright? I will not allow myself to be undefined. It's very difficult to be viral for a 2-hour video as well. So I don't know how that works. I don't know how anything works. I just know, well, okay. I do know how it's confusing. Alright? I just said a bunch of things, it's very confusing. I don't want to go one step forward and 20 steps back just because I said something. But yeah. So, instead of doing the fuss, maybe I should just generate some more thoughts through vibes. I don't know. I have to try a few other things as well. Shut the fuck up, not daylight. Night. You get your daylight. We're doing daylight savings right now. So we're light switching as early as possible. So we get more daylight later. Whatever, bro. Anyways. So obviously, obviously, people should do whatever it takes to survive. Surviving is actually highest priority because, you know, if you die, everything just is gone. You know, your identity is just completely destroyed. So whatever you think is required for you to survive, you have to pursue it head on. But a lot of the times, after you get survival, you're just ridiculously confused. It's like, okay, I did that. But then you have to understand, you didn't claim survival whatsoever. Most people don't know that claiming survival is about having enough resources for life. Alright? Most of the time, the resource is not money, or connections, or a job or something. It's all about knowledge, I think, and sanity. If you have enough sanity, you know where to go and what to do, essentially. And who to ask for help and stuff like that. And how to handle those kind of people so you don't get scammed. You know, you scam them instead. Knowledge is the only way to actually achieve that sort of thing. So when people are afraid of knowledge, you got it backwards, my friend. Alright? Knowledge is the best resource that will last you a lifetime. And knowing that, it's really painful to see people being afraid of knowledge. But what actually is going on is, again, is that they accept certain type of knowledge. You have to enter through a special door, basically. They have like little walls set up, and it's like if you don't use that special door that they have created for you, if you come through from any other angle, but not through that fucking door. Alright, dude, I'm a Superman. I can just break through whatever I want. I can just destroy your stupid ass door anytime I want. And that's my way of trolling people. Is just like, oh, you have a door. No, you don't. No, and they're gonna be like, what do I do? I need another door. I will buy another door now. And I'll just destroy that too. And they're gonna be like, okay, this didn't work. Where do I put the door so it does work? And it's like, fuck off with your stupid doors, man. You have to have an open mind. Is it so fucking difficult? Dude. But it is difficult. Because if you're not a Superman and you cannot force this thing onto certain people, then they're gonna be like, oh, wait. If I turn myself into a different person, then I escape this Superman thing, and I can build my door again! Fucking doors! You know. Door-minded people, dude. Oh my god. We created a cupcake, boys. Let's identify what the cupcake is about. Congratulations. Door-minded people. Wow. You really gave me a lot of choices on how to change your mind. I will definitely go through your door and not stab you in the back because you don't even have walls. What happened to your walls, boy? You feel safe now? That is the definition of door-minded people. Alright? You don't get a definition. Fuck you. Me stab you in the back immediately. If you think you even get close to this definition, you're in the wrong place, my friend. Alright? You need a stabby stab. Okay, if I'm tired of removing your doors and showing you that it's pretty easy, I just take out a stabber and stabby stab in your stabbery place. Wherever hurts the most. Because I'm tired now. And I didn't want it to cause pain. Alright? Just some emotional damage. But I guess you can't help yourself. Alright? Without trauma and disease. Which is what I'm talking about. Alright? If you keep doing stupid things, if you keep emotionally paralyzing yourself, you're gonna get a disease. Of some kind. Generally in life. Which way you can come up with. Alright? A lot of diseases that come, you can just ignore it, and they don't actually exist. They're just indicators of something somewhere that you don't understand, and you're gonna keep it in your mind, on your body, attached to your body for a little bit, and it's gonna detach itself eventually. And it's like, oh, that was fun. I had like a hardening teeth. My teeth was fucking screeching me, like fucking, I wasn't stabbed, man. I was sawed in half. Like my mouth was keep sawing me for somehow, some way. I just had to like run around and scream in pain, basically. Like, that was the feeling, dude. And it went away for some reason. And just, what is that? What was that? Was that a disease? Kind of. But it went away. If you know how to fucking handle it, you don't need a fucking dentist. It will make the problem worse. Alright? Because that's what dentists like to do. They like earning money. It's like, oh, look at all these problems you have. I will fix this problem and make another problem, so you come back for more fixing, you know. That's it. That's what jobs do, usually, alright? Funny enough, jobs create more jobs instead of actually solving problems. The moment you give people a reward for something, you have created an infinite loop of insanity. It's like, oh, there's a fire. Let's pay a fireman to actually fix the fire. And now the fireman creates fire all the time, so they can fix it. Oh, oops. Oopsie noodles. And now you're gonna be like, but in society you don't actually cheat because we can actually catch cheaters. Good luck. Good luck, my friends. Good luck with that. Cause here's something to chew on, am I right? So you think you can catch cheaters. How about not being ignorant first? Alright, as long as there's ignorance, you ain't catching nobody, bro. Nobody. Zero. Alright? Zero. You're trying to be a hero? Zero. So, yes, people pay attention to what firemen are doing, and you can't just set a building on fire. Oh, that would be difficult. But there's plenty of cheaters all over the place. Alright, just the fact that scammers alone afford to scam the rest of fucking the world from India. They're well known for being scammers. What are we even talking about, dude? What the fuck are we even talking about? Indians, dude? What do you mean? Indians are basically good at social interactions. You can tell because there's a lot of them. And it keeps growing still. How is their population still growing? Stop. Are you kidding me? But that's the whole point. They have some basic stuff and they can trick the rest of the world all of a sudden. Simply because they know how to talk. They have some basic skills of life. And other people do not have basic skills. So scamming occurs and it's completely reasonable. It's not even cheating. Alright? That cannot be considered cheating. This is like straight up a life lesson for you. Give me your money, me give you life lesson. Because you have technology. You do not know how to use technology, but you have it. Give me my money. It's that simple. And no matter how many people are going to try and block scammers from trying to reach for your pockets, it's not going to work until we split generations. And then people are going to be realizing, oh, wait, which generation do we scam? Well, you cannot scam neither, because you're going to get in trouble if you try to scam the second generation, and you're going to be not allowed to scam the first generation because they will have ridiculous amount of protection and safety measures. All right? So none of that's going to happen. But in general, like, scamming is, kind of obscure thing. No, not really. All right? It's not, and we're not talking about India anymore. Scamming is the way of life right now. It's fucking fantastic. Scamming is everywhere, and all of a sudden, people are just phased out, and they don't want to look into new YouTube channels because they feel like, oh, they're gonna get scammed. You're gonna get scammed if you stay. All right? If you keep moving in life, it's very difficult for you to get scammed. All right? But then you think like, oh, I will attract problems. That's what wind people do. They attract a lot of problems. Yes, but they just don't feel like solving those problems. And so they don't see it as problems to begin with. Until they're approached by other people and it's like, what are you doing, bro? And then you have to explain yourself. Once you find someone you trust, you switch your strategy. But the best strategy to avoid all scams, which are everywhere right now, is just to be one with the wind. Just float around. Forget about problems. Alright? Let them attach to you, just make fun of problems, basically. So, yeah, make fun of everything. Because it's everywhere. Scams are everywhere, just make fun of everything and everyone. In a meaningful way, obviously. You don't want to break hearts. You don't want to be a heartbreaker. You don't want to be a psycho all the time. You want to feel what other people feel to some extent until it hurts you, and then you just start laughing at them. So, you fucking little shit. Just, you have to double check if you're not hurting yourself. Alright? If the other person is actually trying to hurt you, then you just poop in their mouths. The most fun activity. So I give you the secret strategy. I don't want to make points out of that. Secret sauce. If you're scared of scams, the best thing to do is obviously just block. It's my strategy. I just block everything. Eventually, if something causes you pain consistently, you can actually solve this because it becomes predictable. Alright? So eventually a lot of scamming is just too predictable, too easy to block. It's just, you go ahead and do it. But a lot of the time, funny enough, people love blocking so much, they end up blocking me instead. So they end up scamming themselves. Isn't that fucking hilarious? So that it kind of just brings me back to the scamming area, because even I get scammed of people scamming themselves. And it's a funny thing to see, but it hurts me, It's like, oh shit, now I have to make fun of them anyways. No matter how many scams I have blocked, there's always something that I have to make fun of, because it's so fucking stupid and hilarious in the end. Anyways, so that's that. there was some kind of transition I have to make, because we kind of just deviated from the subject, right? So we have to somehow come back to do what you want. Why you shouldn't be doing what you want. How much time we have left? 20 minutes. That's fine for a conclusion, right? So yeah, when it comes to celebrities, all the way back. So I actually thought about, helping out my mom with the TikTok thing. And it actually feels like, well, TikTok is still not the best entry point into first generation technology. And she was like, oh, I got a record in the fucking snake game. Snacky. Okay. Okay. The greatest achievement. She keeps playing. I could give her TikTok instead. It would be much more productive. And it's still a good solution. But maybe I can come up with an even better solution. That's my principle. If I can come up with something better, it's worth waiting. Worth the wait. But most importantly, it's not about doing what you want, but following principles while you do it. And then all of a sudden it's a good mix between what you want, but still following enough principles so it's actually fun and exciting and sensible, most importantly. You don't lose your mind while you chase what you want. Alright? You actually do it for some kind of purpose with enough principles on top of that. We're just like trying to reply to people. How do you respect people, right? You reply, you put effort into things, you work with them, and not necessarily against them all the time. Alright? You work with them and try to squeeze as much value as possible. Even if they're like careless and ignorant and stupid, they're probably not trying to harm you specifically, not trying to disrespect you as well. So, you can take it as a life lesson. It's not a big deal. And if they are trying to harm you, then you just move on. They just don't know how to say stop. Either to themselves or to you or whatever. They just can't handle the truth anymore. Or you don't know how to ping-jilling it into their mouths. Anyone could be to blame if you just don't fuel the fires anymore. Because it's burning you all of a sudden. You can't handle it, you gotta stop. There's a lot of principles to learn. Alright? And it will liberate you once you learn those principles, and it will not actually make your life worse. You will allow yourself to do a lot more things that you didn't thought you could do. Alright? Not because you have some kind of courage pushing you to do it, because you feel safe doing it, because you kind of know what the outcome is going to be. Alright? But you have to try. That's the principle that pushes you forward to see what happens, and to see if you can solve every single problem that occurs. And obviously there's a lot of principles that will turn you around whenever something unexpected happens. As long as you follow principles, you will just find yourself being able to do a lot more things, be a lot more successful, and even if you fail, you will not feel like a failure. You feel like you have done a step forward, and it's okay if that's the end of the fucking movement forward. One step forward is hard enough to do, sometimes. And sometimes you take that one step forward and it's like just changes your entire life, basically. One step, or it turns into a marathon all of a sudden. So you're looking for those moments in life and trying to figure out how do you get to those moments, because this shit is very difficult to find. Alright? Obviously, just one step forward isn't enough. find space for a marathon. And that's the real fucking space. This is what NASA should be exploring all the time. Except there's a lot of jobs that create fucking jobs. It just keeps fucking going. And on top of the morning, on top of the pyramid, basically, is a goddamn thing called NASA and the rest of the scientific community. They just plug themselves on top and keep rotting the society. It's fucking garbage. It's so annoying. Do you know how much money they get? It's unbelievable. The leechers, man. The greatest leechers of all time. This is why I hate science so much, dude. They're just proving themselves guilty and stupid. And they keep going for it. Going for more money. Because jobs create more jobs, so it's like, oh, you're trying to talk about flat earth? Well, you cannot do it on YouTube anymore. Because jobs create more jobs, and now we have jobs of censoring people. And it's like, whoa, stop right there, bro. More science to everyone? Even more science? Where are you gonna fucking stop? It's unbelievable. So, I'll just say it, Science is awesome, and it creates a lot of useful jobs that you won't get to work in. Alright? So many useful jobs. It's a wonderful community of very smart people. You're not invited. All right? You're not invited. You don't have a diploma. You didn't graduate it. You're just stupid, basically. You're stupid. You're not educated. You're not indoctrinated in our cult. Okay? You not believe our gods. Our gods are very powerful. Super gods. Okay? We have super gods. You have nothing. You have to educate yourself first. Go through layers and layers of schools. You loser. This is what science tells to people, and people are like, yup. Nom. I just invented Pac-Man. Is there Pac-Man? There's no Pac-Man. I need Pac-Man right now. I just invented Pac-Man right there. If someone comes from science community, I want everyone to just spam Pac-Man everywhere. It's like, nom, education, nom. And if you're outside of the, the emoji area, just say nom, education, very tasty, something like that. E, boys. E. Eat that shit. Eat my shit, that's what E stands for. That's education right there. It's everywhere. I love science. Did you know that you're only using 10% of your science? But actually, you're actually using the entire brain, but it's 10% sometimes. Everywhere in your brain actually activates the universe. Did you know that you're actually just using 10% of your computer? You could use 100% of your computer, but your computer would crash. Did you know? Did you know that I'm stupid, but educated? Did you know? Actually. And as in every single game, there's a way to win. Alright? Even if there's ghosts in the game. You just eat a bigger pill of education. And even ghosts are scared of you. Oh wow. You gotta show me that one. You gotta show me that superpower that you have as a Pac-Man. When everyone calls you a Pac-Man. There's only one thing left to do. Eat that bigger pill of stuff. Take it out of your pocket, my friend. Show us. What kind of pill are you gonna eat? It's so lovely in here, am I right? I don't do what I want. I'm trying to contribute to society, most importantly. Obviously. Don't forget that you're a part of society. Try to contribute. In fact, that's what makes me a shadow person. I contributed more than anyone else around. Alright, there's probably someone who can match, who can say, oh, wow. But, like, you can't look at popular people and say, oh, they contribute something. No, there's a lot of people behind a popular person. How many times do I have to say that? So there's teams of people actually trying to contribute something valuable to society, but they're so scared of everything. So it's like, I don't know, man. Just go over there and talk to that person and it's going to be an interview, okay? Also, dress up very nicely, because people will judge you very, very badly if you don't dress very nicely. So here's a dress option number 1, and here's a dress option number 175. So which one do you like? Okay, you like stupid things still, so I give you this dress instead. Alright? Or we can narrow down some options. So, these people are trying so hard to just squeeze themselves into some airtime, basically. And it's not working very well, but, you know, they do the best they can, and they, you know, keep shoving Borklers down our asses, and that's what makes them popular. Alright, the inventors of Borklers. But as a shadow person, I have to contribute as much as possible, and way more than anyone else could ever contribute, and that makes me the best. Alright, part of this shadow community. Alright, if you start contributing, then I will consider you shadow person too. At the moment, I only bumped into shadow nuggets. Alright, shadow nuggets that don't even want to exist in the society and realize how ignorant people are no matter what you post and what you do on social media. People will fucking ignore you regardless. It doesn't matter. And if you do blow up, by the time you blow up, you're completely ready for it. Alright? And that's the natural way of life. Alright? Just post things. Don't worry what people might do to you, because they won't. They won't do the worst case scenario. You will be ready for everything as long as you follow principles, obviously. I'm sure you should be scared of yourself and how stupid you are for not posting for so long, but here you go. Final conclusion. Still have 7 minutes though. Fuck. What do I do? Where do I go, man? From here? Check your posts? I don't know, bro. What is happening? Why is she getting fatter and fatter, dude? Don't show me a cake. Don't tell me you will have problems. But, you know, it's a natural way of things, and I'm like, okay. I met a fat person, and I deep down believe that if they find a skinny person and make a relationship with them, it all gonna balance itself out anyways. No problem. She's just preparing herself for that sort of relationship. Congratulations. I'm knocking at the door still. You just open it. No, not that door. Don't be a door-minded person. Fuck that shit. Alright? The door is on the fucking ceiling right now. You didn't expect that one. It's called coming down your chimney tonight, but you don't fucking have a chimney, so I used the rocket launcher to create a door. Alright? It's just that it's a lot simpler than going down on the ground, grounding myself, and then knocking on the door as if I'm polite. Fuck that shit. Bazooka. Alright? There's one word for a door. Yeah. Just post things so when you have OnlyFans, you can actually tell your fans about it. Light bulb. There you go. Here's the ending. Not very satisfying ending, right? So I'll keep trying. I'll keep trying. What the fuck is Justin Bieber doing in here? It's girls only, dude. Yes, doctor. There's a problem. And we need to talk about it. But maybe that's the ending. So, I'm not gay, so I'll try my best. Or actually, let's stop talking about gay or not gay. I'm a dude. Alright? I'm a dude with a dicker. Alright? So I will try my best to use a dicker where it belongs. That makes me feel good. Everything else is kind of a messed up feeling that will have to unentangle or will have terrible consequences, which is why you don't do what things you want. You actually look into things that you're attracted to, but it's probably even not what you want to do in the first place. And you try to walk around it, all right? If it still attracts you, and you're not just interested in something else, you move on. But most importantly, you just know our principles, like, fuck this shit. It's just wrong. Give me more girls. It's not what I'm looking for in the first place. But I'm like, oh, it would be so interesting to just become gay all of a sudden just because I saw a dude. It's so interesting. So amazing. Wow. And there's an accepting community for that kind of person like I'm willing to become. Oh, so sweet. Am I right? Fuck that shit. The rainbow Nazis are fucking cancer of the world. Because you need reasons to change your behavior, to change the principles that you followed, or principles that you're born with, technically. And then, all of a sudden, these rainbow Nazis now want to undefine what a woman or a man is, and what pronouns to use. All these things are undefining of things that we already have. We don't need undefining things. You can add more definitions. You can't just claim that the definitions that we already had are false somehow. You can improve things. You cannot just say it's bad all of a sudden. The greatest definitions of all time. So, now bad. Go live in a different reality, bro. Go. I don't care. So there's a lot of people who want these fucking communities to exist. The science community and rainbow Nazi community. The greatest two communities of all time. The boobies of the universe. So much juice in there. So many people got accepted into that community and became a milky. Alright? Just a soul that should be sucked in by the first Satan that finds these boobies. Basically. Alright? Is that what you wanted? That is the best ending. Is this what you wanted? Very simple ending of the story. Congratulations. Enjoy your 2018 rewind another time, because I think you have to rewatch it. Alright, bye.